Manchester United are really working towards what we call planning an opening bid for Zubimendi, and he has gone ahead to be added onto the list of the very many midfielders that Man United have gone ahead to be linked at. Garnacho stories are also here. Second video of the day, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. This is Rokan David, and hope you guys are really having fun. And let's see close to 200 likes plus much on this video, and don't forget to subscribe because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers, right? It's June, and by the end of June we want us to have hit 20,000 subscribers onto this good YouTube channel. We thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, and may the living to God bless you and bless you abundantly. Now, United is really having lots of links to midfielders, and one thing I've gone ahead obviously like about this is that we are trying to do multiple deals at a time. You get, United has not gone ahead obviously be able to do multiple deals at a time, and you've gone ahead to see to it that we've gone ahead to put in bids for Yeni Yellow rejected, bid for Yao Neves rejected, bid for Gerard Braithwaite rejected, and now we are planning to obviously go in for Zubimendi, and there is also talks of Matthias de Ligt, meaning that as we're really working on the deal of Gerard Braithwaite, we are really trying to work on for other options like Matthias de Ligt and Jean-Claude Todibo. If they happen not to go through, then we'll find ourselves in a situation of really getting to where we deserve to be as a side of Man United. That is really great, and it's a big plus for Ineos because we want to say to it that we can really get a deal and get it done at once. And one thing that I went ahead to like about the Gerard Braithwaite deal was that on Thursday night the news broke that Man United have gone ahead to agree personal terms with Gerard Braithwaite, and then on Friday the bid was in. You understand? That's what I want about Man United, that if we agree personal terms, let's go boom and really get it done and dusted like the likes of Liverpool do, the likes of Arsenal, Man City, and very many other big teams. Because when a team like Chelsea goes ahead obviously agree personal terms with the player, the next thing you hear, it's a bid in. After a bid in, if it's accepted, a medical checking the papers, signing contracts, medical done and dusted, and the rest is history. So that is it. So I would like to let you know that I'm loving that about Man United. Now we are really onto a player that has been so much linked to the club of Arsenal, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich, known as Martin Zubimendi. The national from from Spain have told us that Man United are planning an opening bid of £37.8 million for Zubimendi. However, that is expected to be short of Real Sociedad's asking price. Zubimendi has a 50.5 release clause in his contract. Now, I don't know what United is doing. Most of the players that Man United have gone in for have release clauses, but why should they make bids that are really less? And this makes me really doubt a little bit. But most of you will ask me, Rokani, who is Zubimendi? Zubimendi is really a Spanish international. He plays for Real Sociedad, and if I remember, those two games we played in the UEFA Europa League in the opening season for Erik ten Hag in the UEFA Europa League, Zubimendi was part of the club of Real Sociedad that went ahead to play against Man United. The first leg we won it by they won it by 1-0, and the second leg we won it by 1-0. The goal was scored by Alejandro Garnacho. He's 25 years of age, and he has just gone ahead to make 25 in the February of this year. 1.8 meters tall, that is Zubimendi, and he plays as a central defensive midfielder. He can also play as a box-to-box midfielder into the mix. 1.8 meters tall, it shows you that he's really tall and a towering of a lad. And when you look at his club, Real Sociedad, he has been playing for them since 2018-2019 season, and last season he went ahead to play 34 games and he scored 4 goals plus 1 assist. Then in the Champions League he played 8 matches, 0 goals and 0 assists. That is him, and that's how he went ahead obviously do the needful. But I like his composure. He's being referred to as the next Rodri, but I think he is a different kind of caliber of player in there for you. The way he wins his duels in the middle of the park, the way he passes, and his game reading and game intelligence is really above the ordinary. That is Zubimendi for me. I love the player, die. I'll have the player die. And I believe when I say to it that United is really chasing for a central defender and a CDM, I'm like, yeah, that's the plan. And I think Ineos are really doing the right thing, because we cannot really get in other players fast like Olise when we haven't gonna hit obviously gate in the most important members that we need in the squad of Man United, because I've always gonna hit to reiterate this. 3 players, the central defender, CDM, and the center forward. Those 3 players have to first come in before United thinks of really bringing in an Olise, because Olise comes in through at an expensive rate, 60 to 65 million pounds, and you need to do a lot of things to obviously see to it that you really get in money to really get in other players, and the money we are going to be using to obviously get in Olise should be used to see to it that all goes on well as planned. So that he is the man himself known as Zubimendi, and for Man United I would love to see to it that they continue to pursue other players in the mix, and I'm just excited that a lot is really coming on and really going on our way, and doing these multiple deals help us really to do the needful. But there is a João Neves. I would prefer João Neves ahead of Zubimendi, but the problem with João Neves is the price. If this guy is having a release clause of 60 million euros, right? And the other one has 100. That means there is a 40 million euro difference, meaning that if we can get into Zubimendi, the better. I love Zubimendi, and I know he can come in through and really do the job in the Premier League. He has the Champions League experience. He has played once in the Champions League, and I know he can come in through and obviously play into that position. But we face competition from teams like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Arsenal. They're all interested in Zubimendi. Though today, I've gonna hit read a story coming in through from Bayern Munich correspondents that Bayern Munich see him as a number 8 more than a number 6. So for us who are looking at him as a CDM, are like, maybe he's not. But I tell you, this guy Zubimendi is really good. He's really good, and I've gonna hate to see him even today when Rodri was down in the game that Spain has gonna hate to win by 3-0 against Croatia. I've gonna hate to see him really come on to play into that CDM area. You understand? He is the other CDM that Spain went with into the Euros, meaning that if Rodri happens to get anything that will keep him out of the next game of Italy, he'll be the man playing in the middle of the park. And I tell you, Zubimendi will love such transfers, to come to Man United and really see to it that he faces Rodri when they are playing against Man City. And it's him playing against Manchester United that will see him really get out of that position where they see to it that he's not ready to obviously destroy Rodri. You never know. Him coming to the big club might really unlock his other abilities, because he'll be playing with quality players alongside him, because you've gonna hate to see Declan Rice when he really moved to Arsenal. Everyone is talking about him. He's really one of the best players that I've gonna hate to see into the mix. So I think all he has to do is simple. He should come to Man United, and that bid of Man United that is really less by some 13 million pounds, I think we should really go in and really talk to the player. After talking to the player, let's see to it that we trigger that. But I think it's going to be tricky for a team to sign a player who is still in the Euros, right? Because the national team managers want players who are really having divided minds, right? They will want to have players whose minds are really focused onto the Euros. And I think that's why I'm of a view that before we go in for another CDM, let's first get in Amrabat. 21 million pounds, pay that and make that permanent. After making that permanent, let's obviously go and really get in another CDM. You get after getting in Amrabat, because it will be better even if we sign Zubimendi or João Neves after the Euros when we are on the preseason and Amrabat is really playing with the club of Manchester United, other than having a Casemiro around. Yet we know to it that we are going to be selling him to the side of Saudi Arabia. So for me, I like Zubimendi, and he's really a very good quality player. Press resistant, he can really get that ball from the back four and really connect the midfield to the attack. And him alongside Kobe Mainoo, I think it will be one of those midfielders that will enjoy to watch. He has the intensity, and I think I should be doing videos of really showing you exactly what he's really good at. That is Zubimendi for you. I love the player, and we just wait to see to it that this comes to pass, and see to it that more teams really the board of Man United really gets this deal over the line. But I'm liking the midfielders that we're really looking at: Fofana, Zubimendi, and Yao Neves. So far, I like that. There is Ederson of the side of Atalanta, but I tell you what, these are really this is the big deal so far. Now, let's obviously have something to say about let's have something to say about Argentina. The two United players have gone ahead to make it to the Argentina squad that is going to be playing into the Copa America, and that is Lisandro Martinez and Alejandro Garnacho. They've gone ahead to be named into the team that is going to be really playing, or the squad that's going to be representing Argentina into the Euros, and that is the squad in there for you. And Lisandro Martinez yesterday played 90 minutes but went ahead to score an own goal. But the manager of Argentina has come out and explained to the people as to why Alejandro Garnacho hasn't gone ahead to play any minutes into the friendlies that these two have gone ahead to do. And even yesterday, he never really went ahead to be given a chance to kick a ball. And we've been told that Leon Scolini on Alejandro Garnacho says he's training with us. He's a kid who we believe should come in when the match gives us a chance. And that really poses lots of questions on Alejandro Garnacho. And I think if I'm Alejandro Garnacho, that shouldn't really demotivate me. It should just continue to obviously motivate me and really ask myself, what do I need to do to see to it that I get to where I deserve to be as a player? And that is really a question that really leaves you hanging in balance. And that means there is something you're not doing that other players are doing. Because if you're playing for Man United and you're really doing the needful, then you should ask yourself, what do we, the people who are always in here, talk about? The end product of Alejandro Garnacho is always a problem, and the manager believes that he should come in when the match gives him a chance. And for me, I think he should be starting. He'd be given a chance, though Argentina really has huge quality, and the manager has to reward players that went ahead to obviously play into the World Cup and obviously gave him a very good goal. Then he added and said, we have a lot of expectations of Garnacho, but we have to take him the way we believe, talking to him, and that he has to do things much more often. He has that quick 1v1s that he has to do more often, that he has to carry out. Obviously, the 1v1s of Alejandro Garnacho are really good, but sometimes he finds himself trapped into what we call a forest of legs. That is Alejandro Garnacho for you. So for me, I'm just getting excited onto him because I know there is a time that he's really gonna be freed at the side of Argentina. I all know that one of the problems is because this man or this boy went ahead and said that for him he loves Ronaldo. And remember, all the players of Argentina were like, how can you really be playing in a team of Messi and you talk about Ronaldo? You get? So that might be one of the blocking factors that really see to it that they obviously block this guy from really getting to where he deserves to be. So guys, I would like to obviously leave you at that. I'm calling in for your reactions into the comment section below about Zubimendi opening bid planned by Manchester United to see to it that they get him out of Real Sociedad. Do you think he's one of those midfielders would love to see play for Man United in the next season? For me, my answer is yes. What's your answer, and why is it yes? Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Arsenal all are looking at this player, meaning that there is something special that these managers have gone ahead to see in this Zubimendi guy. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. Bye-bye.